Yet another dusty and hazy day across Trinidad and Tobago. Unfortunately, for those suffering with asthma or happen to have pollen allergies, obviously the air quality dropped a touch as well. Particularly in Tobago, the station Signal Hill from the Environmental Management Authority was basically at an orange level, but the rest of the country, Port of Spain and Point Lisa and Couva stations, basically reporting a moderate overall quality. So across Trinidad and Tobago, we have been seeing moderate air quality for both islands, but unfortunately, we should be seeing some more Saharan dust over the weekend. So tonight then, very little is set to change for those of you across Tobago and into your morning, looking for hazy sunshine, a touch breezy at times, and only the slight chance of a shower. And again, that may just be favoring the hillsides, but most of those showers should be fairly brief. Similarly, conditions across Trinidad tonight and early tomorrow morning, mostly fine with sunshine coming out. Hazy, as we've been talking about over the last few days. That Saharan dust will be at high concentrations at times. So obviously, the air quality will likely dip, especially in those areas in western areas of Trinidad, enhanced by the pollution that you'll likely get with not only the cars, but also any sort of brush fires that could also be raising smoke into the atmosphere. Now, tonight, we're looking at a relatively comfortable 23 degrees Celsius for Piarco, 25 for Crown Point, and a comfortable 32 degrees Celsius for Trinidad and most of Tobago. Now, through Sunday, the Saharan dust will remain at moderate to high concentrations. But once we get to Monday and Tuesday, conditions will begin to clear quite nicely. We begin to see a lot more sunshine by early next week and possibility of a slight shower as well. That could also help wash out the dust on Monday. Heading offshore, fresh easterly breezes of 20 knots will bring white caps for sailors and a moderate chop of 2 meters for boaters with easterly swells of 8 seconds as we go through your Saturday, and conditions are unlikely to change on Sunday. Now, for the Eastern Caribbean, it's been mostly settled and fine, but for the Greater Antilles, they continue to see these frontal systems pushing through. One of them, coming from Bahamas and Cuba, will eventually settle across Jamaica by Sunday and Monday. But ahead of that, we continue to see a lot of the passing clouds and some hazy sunshine across Hispaniola and Jamaica. Havana will see some of those showers turning thundery as that frontal system comes through Saturday. But for the Eastern Caribbean, we continue to see dull, hazy conditions for the Leeward Islands and the Windward Islands. Very little is set to change on Sunday, even as far south as Georgetown, Guyana. You'll also see hazy conditions on Saturday with highs of 29 to 31 degrees Celsius. And for us, our weekend will be dull and hazy with brief showers around, still feeling comfortable at 32 degrees Celsius. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.